Do you struggle hitting your fairway woods consistently both off the tee and the fairway? In this video, we're going to show you a method that is that simple, that is that easy, you would think it is cheating. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson, welcome back to Get Good at Golf. In this video, we're going to help you get good at hitting nice, consistent fairway woods, and it is so simple, it is so easy, you won't believe you haven't thought of it before. You see, it's a nice, simple method where we're going to talk about low point. We're going to talk about exactly how you want to hit this golf ball and get it going down the fairway, hopefully at the rate of knots, and then Chris is going to come in and show you how to hit it from the floor and even get better than that. So the thing that a lot of people discount here is when we're talking about irons, we know that we want to hit down on the ball, we know we want to give it a descending blow, we want to utilize that loft in order to get the ball up in the air. And then when we're talking driver, people go, you know what, yeah, I know that I need to hit the ball on the way up. I've watched loads of videos, I've seen some great Get Good at Golf videos on how to do that. Then we get a fairway wood in our hands, and no one seems to know what they want to do with this golf club. No one seems to know how to get that ball up in the air with a big, nice high fade straight down the fairway. And then when we come to the fairway, no one seems to know how to compress that ball, how to get it up in the air towards that par 5 or long par 4 green. So from the tee, what I'm going to do is I actually like to tee my fairway woods up quite high. That wasn't the best strike I've ever had. That does count as well because it is the most accurate system in the world. But when this pops back up, you will see, deliver me that one please, I like to tee my fairway woods up nice and high. The reason for that is because I like to have the ball position nice and forward. If I'm hitting a fairway off the tee, I'm almost treating it a little bit like a driver. So I'm going to have the ball forward, I'm going to load up nicely to the top where my weight is in my trail side, so right side for a right-handed golfer. From here I'm going to rotate myself into impact, and the club's actually going to work up towards the ball. So by that, I mean the low point is pre-ball, so then it should come out with a nice low spin on it and hopefully plenty of club head speed. So I like to hit obviously nice long fairway woods if possible, like that. Look at that one. That was an awesome ball flight. That was going to go up towards 250 yards. That's a nice number for me if I'm hitting this off the fairway. Just creeping up there to 250. Now, how do I get a nice low spinning fairway, and what's the other benefits to this? So if I were to hit down on the ball off the tee, I'm generally going to get it too high off the club face. I'm going to be traveling down into the ball too much. I might even sky it, which we certainly do not want. The other problem is you might be using your hands a bit too much, so you can see you might be releasing that club too often, whereas if that ball's moved forward in your stance, it's teed up just a little bit higher, I can then just rotate my body to release the club, so the club head should be nice and square. You'll see I have it 2 shots there, pretty much straight down that fairway, and that is the key to hitting fairway woods off the tee. You are trying to play it safe. You don't want to think about trying to smash it as hard as physically possible. You might as well hit driver, so you don't want to have a rotating club face too much. So that's going to help you square the club face up, but it's also going to help you lower the spin and generally hit nice high bombs, just as you would do a driver. That was a little bit toey, but you can see again, that's come out nice down the center of the fairway. And the key here is it's not how good is your good, but it's how bad is your bad. If I can keep hitting shots up towards the 250 yard mark with a 3-wood off the tee, then I know that I can rely on this when it comes to hitting it off the tee, but it's all about having that low point pre-ball. The last thing I want to do is hit severely down on that ball, and you can see what that gives us. That's certainly not the dream when it comes to hitting a fairway wood. So guys, ball forward, sternum back, make sure you sweep up on that golf ball, and by that I don't mean get as shallow as you can for as long as you can like a lot of people think it means. I mean just get that low point pre-ball, pre-impact, and from there you can actually start to hit fairway woods that will probably outdrive a lot of your friends' drivers. That's the best one I've hit. I really enjoyed that one. Guys, Chris is now going to talk us through exactly how to hit these from the fairway. Guys, if you want to get good at golf, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. This is like cheating. It's that simple.
So we've taken the ball off the tee now. So a lot of times people use your 3-wood or you use the 3-wood off the tee. So are you somebody who doesn't like the driver, you feel confident with the 3-wood, you start to hit that well, but then I don't use it off the fairways, or I can't hit it off the fairway. So you've done everything that James has said. you've got into that position, you've got the ball position forward, you've got your body angle back, but then from there, we're great off the tee, but not great on the fairway. So on the fairway, what we want to do is get that ball position a little bit further back. So we don't want to see it near your left heel as such. We want to see it probably just in front of centre, closer to where you'd have a 5-4 iron, just ahead of centre. And from there, what that's going to help us do, because we're going to weight shift, we're going to be able to hit a little bit down onto that golf ball, a little bit down onto it, will help you get a little bit of spin, and that will help the ball climb. We do have 15 degrees of loft as a standard on a 3-wood, so it's still going to launch if we hit down. The same with an iron, we have to hit down for the ball to go up off the fairway. That's what we want to see from your woods, even your hybrids. We want to see you taking that little bit of a divot, but after the ball, not before. If you're somebody who goes onto the fairway and you hit shots and you get the one goes, oh, I've caught it okay, but it's felt like I caught the ground a little bit before. I've only got 122 yards carry, but that'll do, I'm down there. That's because you are trying to help the golf ball up. And that's what we see a lot of the times with this club is, you'll see in a video earlier in the week about width. You'll have seen another video earlier in the week about your stance width. We start to see, right, it's a longer club, I have to get wide. Right, I need to get this in the air, so I'll get it forward. And we start to fall back, and we're starting to catch the ground 6 or 7 inches behind the ball, or we're even hitting up on that, and that's going to be very hard for you to optimize your distance. So I want you to think, when we're on the fairway, treat this more like a long iron. So we're still trying to hit down. So I get my ball position, I don't go too wide with the stance, and from there we want to see a divot after the golf ball. Nice and low in comparison to off a tee, but we still get plenty of distance. 247 yards carry there, 267 total. So you'll see off the ground, if I get a centered strike, if I take a little bit of a divot after, we're going to get that ball coming out nice and low, nice and quick, towards your target hopefully, and help you get good at golf.